now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Song's almost over. We got about a minute. So if there's anything you want to get off your chest now, I suggest doing it. I like that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Matt Walsh takes constant L's. The dude doesn't know what anime is. What? Well, okay, we're about to start. Okay, hold up. We're about to start in like 10 seconds. Is this something you want to save? Are you ready?
No.
You're not ready?
Let's go.
Okay. 2,
No,
1.
I said let's go.
Boom! And we are live. Oh, shit. Take out all of that. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, welcome back. Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of Edda Mondays. Yay! I gotta get like a toggle thing for like when I do shit like that. I can just hit a button and you just hear like a bunch of cheers and balloons go beep. It goes all crazy and shit. I gotta figure out how like YouTubers do that. I don't know how they do that. I'm still learning. Clearly. Hope everyone's been having a good week so far. I know it's the start of it. Hope everyone had a good Monday. Enjoyed themselves. I am coming in late for today's episode because I wasn't supposed to go to work today, but I got called into work last minute. So I had to basically scrap everything I had planned for today and just go to work. And when I got home after traffic, I had to immediately start doing everything to get ready for stream. So yeah. Brutal, how has your day been?
Extremely tired.
Just tired? You're just tired?
No, just like extremely tired from work, dude. I literally had to sleep.
Wait, okay, so you work today too?
Like always, but
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Do you have consistent?
These past few weeks have been exhausting.
Trust me, hun. I fucking get that. But anyways, so let's not talk about real life. Let's talk about what we came here for, and that is anime. And Brutal, for today's question of the stream, I put down, what is one of your favorite anime protagonists?
Every time it's always questions like this, it's really hard.
Well, it's not like you making a top 10 list or like saying what's your number one favorite protagonist of all time. It's just like what's one that you like a lot.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me, man.
I told you I'm gonna have these questions every time we stream. Any old protagonist. Here, I'll go first then, okay? I'll go first. So, one of my favorite protagonists from anime has definitely got to be. I know I mentioned this anime last episode, which is Trapped in the Dating Sim's main character, Leon Beaufort, from Trapped in the Dating Sim. I love that character, and I love the English voice actor for him. He's great. He's the type of character I usually want in a kind of like I'm not interested in what's happening, but I kind of have to do it because I need to move the plot along kind of character. Where like he's doing nice things for people, but he's a shithead for doing it the way he's doing it. Like he'll like I'll let you win the race, but in doing so, I put all my money on you to win, and I purposely lost the race so you can get all the glory and I can get all the money. That's essentially how he is, and I adore his character. And like I said, the voice acting is chef's kiss. One of the best voice. That actor, that voice actor needs more roles. Let me actually look up his name again. Trapped in, damn it, a dating sim.
If I were to say my favorite protagonist, it would have to be something that I can relate to a lot, and I mean a lot. And honestly, the closest.
So you need relatability for it? Yeah, Jordan Dash Cruz, great voice actor. He has a limited amount of roles. He usually plays side characters. I think this is actually his first and only main character role in any anime.
But yeah, in terms of like relatability, the first thing that comes to mind is Hitori Goto, or aka Bochi.
Bochi from Buchi Rock?
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
I
real name is Hitori Goto.
adore Buchi. She's great. She's probably one of
Yeah.
my favorite, definitely one of my favorite female characters. Like female protags.
Yeah. I'd say either her or Yui from K-On! I don't know, but I think I lean more towards Hitori.
This voice actress for the Japanese one, well, actually, I think there's only two. I don't think they've done an English one yet, but she is incredible. She has so much reach. I fucking adore that. That scream she did in like episode 6, that shit was genuine. I thought that was like, I thought they added some sort of effect to give her that reverb. No, she literally did that all on her own. Like, you know what scream I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. Like, fucking. Hold on, let me just go to it very quick.
Why.
Uchi Rock Scream. This shit right here. I love the animation so much. It's so good, so clean. How the fuck she has so much good fucking like range, so much depth to her voice. It's amazing. Like that. How much roles does she actually have?
I literally just sent you that GIF.
Oh, did you send me? I gotta look at it later. But yeah, it's great. I know this is getting a movie. I know Bucci's getting a movie. I just don't know when it's coming out.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's our question.
Yeah. Can't wait for season 2, man.
I don't think that's actually been announced. I know the movie's been announced, but I don't think it's actually.
No, they did announce season 2. They did.
They did?
Yes, they did.
Butcher the Rock season 2 confirmed everything as we know so far. This is back in. Oh my god, this is recently! Officially happening, but does not have a release date yet. The second season was announced. It was a brand new. Oh my god! Yes! It's finally getting a season 2! So, that's so good. I love it. Oh, such a good day. Such a good day. This isn't even part of the news. I'm just really, really happy that this is getting a season 2. This is an incredible anime. I love this anime. I adore it. It's one of my favorite that I've actually seen in recent years.
Yeah, same thing with me. I feel like people tend to like K-On! Better than Bochi, but
It's because one, K-On! Is more established, and two, K-On! Has a more like progressive like narrative. Like it actually like you see the girls go through their school life and like for instance get better as a group, a band, like as a band consistently throughout the anime. In Bucci's case, like it only has that first season. But I would argue that first season is so good, I put it on the same spectrum as K-On! I mean, I know people love K-On! And I do like K-On! Both from like the perspective of the girls and the characters themselves, but like it can also drag on sometimes. And honestly, I feel like season 2 wasn't as strong as season 1. But that's just me. I don't really have any negative things to say about K-On! It's mostly just like personal things. I'm like, I didn't really like the pacing here. I didn't really like the story here. You could have probably cut that out. Things like that.
Well, let's see what changes they make to it in the second season.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering where they're gonna go with it. The thing with like Bucci as like a story, there's only realistically like two weird ways to go about it, and that is seeing the girls actually try to achieve their goal and actually making a band and becoming successful, and like basically like basically becoming a real life like touring and playing gigs and everything like an actual band, or they slowly come to realize that hitting that dream goal is much tougher than what it seems, and they either stay as an indie group or they eventually like come to the idea of like maybe we should stop playing music and actually look for like actual work, things like that. Like either it's gonna be a coming of age story, like showcasing the realism of like not everyone hits it big, or it's gonna go into the realm of we hit it big. There really isn't too many other ways I think a narrative like that can go. I am interested, and something I do like about Bucci more so than in the sense of K-On! Is I really like the dynamic. In K-On!'s case, there isn't really that older figure aside from the teacher that can give them a general idea of what it's like to play music. In Bucci's case, there are several older characters that they can draw off of for being a musician. There's the older sister who tried her luck and didn't really go anywhere, so she just now kind of runs this club. And then you have the other girl, the drunker one, that plays gigs, but like it's more in the indie scene.
Kikori?
Yeah.
Kikori?
Yeah.
Kikori, yeah, she's always she's always onto herself.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. Like literally, she's an indie artist. So and she's been stuck in the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it kind of gives you more of a perspective, like what it's like.
She does collab. I mean, she does collab with Boshi.
Well, in that one moment when they first met, yeah.
At times.
I haven't read the manga, so I don't know if there's actually more moments where they play music together. I'm assuming there have been, but from the one season I've seen of the anime, they only had that one moment where they played together.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I'm really happy. I can't wait for season 2. That's gonna be great to watch. There's been a lot of good season 2s and season 3s that have been announced, and we're gonna get into that. But first, Brutal, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you know Genshin is getting an anime?
I already knew that for quite a while, but
apparently I didn't know. Apparently I was out of the loop because I'm just not big into Genshin or like many gacha games. But like I haven't heard anyone talk about this, and it says right here in this article for Screen Rant, Genshin Impact drops a new look at the anime after a 4-year wait. Apparently this shit's been talked about in development for like 4 years.
Yeah, apparently it's gonna be made by the same studio that made Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that's it right here. It says while everyone's been awaiting the update for the next installment of Demon Slayer, which that actually just got announced. Like I think the creator came out and said like, yeah, the next season's happening. To unfold, the studio behind the sensational franchise has quietly been working on the next big hit, which is Genshin Impact anime. And funny enough, I was always wondering why many gacha games didn't actually have full-fledged animes, and then I was
So they do. They do.
well, the only
I
one
know
I
they
can think
do.
of
I
right now
mean,
that
look
actually
at
has an anime is
easy for me. It's Azure Lane, Blue Archive, and what else? Conquete or Contact Collection, but
which
that's
is
like
funny. A
something.
game like Blue Archive, I could totally
I don't think
see
I don't,
getting
but I
a
don't think, but I don't think Conquete isn't really gotcha game in a
well, I
sense.
don't know what
I don't
Kankade
know.
is.
It's I mean I mean it's been quite a long time since I've touched Conquete, so
I don't know what
take
that
my
is.
take my statement with a grain of salt. So
Gotcha. But no, like Genshin's getting an anime, and apparently it's been in the work on, and it is made by the same studio that made Demon Slayer, and this studio
yeah,
hits it out of the wall when it comes to animation. So this might be the first time I actually get into like learning about Genshin as like the lore, because I mean, like it's a good way to get people into the actual spectrum of the game itself. Is having some sort of like
yeah,
vehicle to
especially for those who've never played it.
well, yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like having something like that be there, is gonna be nice. My only concern is, um, budgeting, cause like you know how much like they spend on Demon Slayer, right?
Shitload.
Yeah, exactly. Like animation like that is not cheap. A1 Pictures probably to hands down, in my opinion, one
Yeah,
of the best.
and it takes and I know it takes quite a while.
Oh, but and that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
Demon Slayer is a self-contained story. With something like Genshin, they're gonna have to really focus in on one specific like story and then specific characters within that story. I think going down the route of like Arcane for like League of Legends, I think that might be their best bet is to choose a kind of like side story and make that be the main focal point and leading up to a larger story, not kind of go ham immediately. My thing is the fact that like is there for most gacha games, are there technically any main characters?
yeah. I mean, in Genshin, of course, you have Lumin and Ether, but because those are like the two characters that you choose when you start the game.
Okay, so you do have like characters you start out with. You don't just get like a roster you can choose from.
And then uh, and then the Blue Archive would be because I know there's a lot of girls in there, but it's usually the main protagonist would be Shiroko and the entire Kibito's gang, or
So basically like it's a lot like in the case of
probably
ZZ, you have the brother and
it's
sister.
it's like a class. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, I'm not. Wait, no, like no, that's it's like the whole group consists of Shiroko, Nonomi, Hoshino, Terika, and Ayane. It's like a
These words are
no,
what you're
like
speaking to me.
a school.
You speak as though I should know what they are, but I don't. I don't play Genshin or Blue Archive. I'm
Yeah.
mostly interested in the aspect of like learning
I
about
mean,
the actual.
it's I mean, it's I mean, it's similar, but it's just kind of different. Well, I'm not sure if it's kind of different or if it is really.
Well,
Different.
okay,
I
so
don't know.
have you put time into Genshin? Have you actually played Genshin?
I had to stop playing because I had too many gotcha games to be fucking dealing with.
But you put in hours into Genshin.
Yes.
Okay, would you say as an idea for it being an anime, do you think it'd be something you'd be interested in watching?
Yeah, I mean, Genshin has like quite a cast of characters.
Okay. I mean, like I'll check it out, but like I haven't actually watched like I know Crunchyroll right now has another gotcha anime, and I just haven't checked it out yet because I've been busy with so many other ones. But like I thought that was pretty cool. I saw that.
Blue Archive got an anime.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, Blue Archive got an anime a few years ago. What was it, 2 years? Yeah, it did.
Well, I no, I didn't know. I've only recently heard about Blue Archive, and I'm not again as I said last episode. I'm not a big fan of RTS.
Or gotcha games. Yeah.
Well, no,
Not
like I
everybody
said, I
gets to
like games like that are fast paced and like quick action. Like that's why I'm really enjoying
Yeah.
Arknights, and that's why I enjoyed ZZZ. Like I like the combat.
Yeah, other two.
But no, anyways, speaking of Enfield,
But yeah, the only gotcha games I only play is Zen Blue Archive mainly, and then Zealous, and then sometimes I play Nikkei. Sometimes, not always, but
I need to get
sometimes.
back into Nikkei. I've actually stopped playing Nikkei because like I was getting frustrated with some of my grabs, and I was like, fuck this shit. If I'm not getting the girl I want, I don't want to keep playing right now. So I kind of stopped. But no. So
Yeah, sometimes you
speaking
know.
of more gotchas and speaking of Enfield should congratulate itself. Enfield has hit 173 million in 2 weeks. Expands players' focus on PC and consoles. So Arknight's Enfield has been so successful. They're already looking into basically pushing the games onto consoles and PCs as quickly as possible. Right here in the article, Hypergraph's 3D real-time strategy role-playing game, anime game, Arknight's Enfield has earned over 1.2 billion yuan, which is 173 million across all platforms, just 2 weeks after its global launch. Shanghai's Ziho district official account reported on Saturday. I'm fucking my what's up right now. In China, it is the first title in 2026 anime-style game centered around the surplus of 1 billion yuan mark. The number has shown that Highgraph's move to mobile online games for multiple platforms is paying off, and it's a way of making money and catching people's attention. Now, I like that they inputted this here, that this company's shift to mobile gaming has seen success. The problem is, if they continue going down this path, they will that many like them and other companies will fill up the actual mobile market so much that I think it's gonna actually start stagnating things.
Mhm.
Well, because like when you overflood the market too much with a specific thing, you start feeling like overwhelmed.
Like you try to create hype.
Yeah, exactly. Or like that's kind of like everything, right? Like right now, Isekai is starting to feel the effects of the fact that like studios saw the success with certain isekais, like that time I got reincarnated as a
Yeah,
slime, Overlord, ReZero,
yeah.
Konosuba, and they just started saying like
It's
every isekai we want to make that into an anime, and then the actual market was flooded so much with isekai, people have gotten sick of it
yes.
and they don't want to see another isekai in their life.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same thing, similar thing with Vtuber. It's already been so super oversaturated.
Well, the thing
Like
is,
it
like
started
it's
off with Kizuna Ai, like it started off with Kizuna Ai, uh, Hololive, and V Shoujo.
wasn't there another
Niji
one?
Sanji.
I thought Nichi Sanjay was one of the original ones too.
Uh, yeah, Niji Sanji was. I'd say it was definitely the original one. Well, I
Because
don't
like
know because
because to
Niji Sanji and Hololive came out around the same time. So
Well, yeah, but wouldn't you then at that
that's
point still add it into that roster? Because like I remember when I was even before not knowing shit about all YouTube, I mean, the VTubing, and the only VTuber I actually
but
knew anything about
yeah,
was Gura.
but I think when Hololive introduces its English branch like 4.5 years ago, I think that's when it's just exploded.
Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense because as soon as you actually make it to this way, there's a
Because
new market.
you had Mori and Gura.
Wait, isn't Gura bilingual? Can she speak both English and Japanese?
Uh, yeah.
Wait, so she didn't start off as a Japanese speaker and then moved over to English. She started off being an English.
Yeah, I think I think Mori
I have
kind
the
of
power
I
of the
think she
internet on my
did.
hands. What am I doing? Let's see.
I think Mori did start learning Japanese when she started streaming, but
Oh, Mori
I
didn't.
don't
I
know.
thought. Wow, Mori speaks Japanese so well. I thought she was just like natural Japanese speaker.
Oh yeah, she does. She does. She really does.
Why can I not spell?
Yeah, she does like she occasionally does like Japanese only streams.
Yeah, I can't spell.
Well, you can't. You can't.
I'm trying to spell Gagura, but my brain isn't working right now.
Just type in Gura.
Okay, so Gagura, debuted on September 13th, 2020, became the most subscribed virtual YouTuber, uh, amassing over 400 million. Okay, that's fine and all, but like, so she started back in 2020, and you said that's when the English brand started, right?
Yes, they launched like the entire group of the English branch, and then a year later it's the second wave, and then 2 years later it's third wave, and then the year after that it was another wave.
Well, that's cool. Okay, but like, yeah. So, anyways, going back to the original
Well,
topic, which was this. I get what you're saying with the VTubing stuff, but I guess what feels different to me when it comes to VTubing versus Gacha in the sense of flooding the market is one is something you can participate in and not feel the need to. There is no not many actual creators who do VTubing, at least from what I've watched, are pushing
yeah,
their watchers, their viewers, to
yeah. I
hey,
mean, I
send
know
me
there's
some
certain.
bits, send
I
me
know
some
there's certain.
money.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. They're like certain like streamers that have established themselves in as people themselves, but they like decided to go on a VTuber. Like what happened with Pokemon, she got a lot of backlash for that. Um.
Here, you keep talking. I gotta mute myself very quick.
Okay.
You go ahead and keep talking about this. I'll listen in the background, but I gotta mute myself.
No, but I'm just waiting for you to respond.
Oh, what'd you ask?
Yeah,
No, what did you ask?
I said that if that there were certain streamers that have already established themselves as IRL people,
Gotcha.
and they decide to like do VTubing, and then they oftentimes get backlash, like what happened with Pokemon a while back.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Oh, one second. Like I said, here, I'll be right back. Let me just, I'll just BRB us. BRB everyone.
Yeah.
Sí, yo estoy diciendo mi cosa que siempre hago. Ya lo saqué, ya lo llegué. Estoy diciendo mi cosa en mi computadora. Ok, okay, back. Sorry about that. Fuck.
Yes.
Discord was up. Yeah, no, I had to take that phone call. Anyways, brain work. What was I saying? Yeah, no. I have no problem with it. It's the fact that literally, I feel like VTubers are slightly different when it comes to flooding the market versus something like Genshin, because I feel like, well, not just Genshin, but like all gacha games, because it usually there's an inherent idea like when it comes to the gacha that
Yeah.
yes, both have something like pay pigs and whales 100%. But I feel like there's a bit more of an
Yeah.
incentive when it comes to the gameplay, at least when it comes to scummy things from gotcha systems than that of like just donating to a VTuber. But I think that's neither here nor there. I think it's pretty cool the fact that Endfield has blown up so much. Um, I wish it all the success,
Yeah.
and I hope I can continue playing it and enjoying it. But right now, I've just been too busy to continue.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's because sometimes there are times where certain gotcha games do tend to stick around like a lot more. I like what the like with Nikkei and Blue Archive.
Well, I mean, and
Like
Genshin's been
like they
around since
first
like
launched it. No for Blue Archive. No, we're not talking about any of the Hoyoverse games. Those were always launched like not only on mobile but also on console and PC. We're talking about like gotcha games that were specifically released on mobile phones.
okay, so
And
Blue
then
Archive was released in
after that,
2021. What about Honkai
yeah,
Star Rail? When was is that Holoverse?
Hoyoverse.
Is that
Now it's
Hoyoverse? Is it?
Yeah, Honkai's part of Hoyoverse.
Okay. So I guess I only know most of the Hoyoverse gotcha games then. Because I'm trying to think of anything that I
Yeah.
know that isn't Hoyoverse, and I think most of them I know that are Hoyoverse. Nikkei's not Hoyoverse, right?
Yeah. Nope.
When
Nope,
was
it's
the
not
first
Hoyoverse.
Nikkei released?
Nikkei was released a year after Blue Archive, I think. But yeah, usually when like Blue Archive came out originally on PC, and it wouldn't take like it wasn't until last year they released it on PC, and everybody like just started jumping in. Even though it's not as popular as Nikkei over here in the States, it's still there's still quite a fan base.
Well, I would imagine so that Nikkei's got a fucking fan base.
Especially in Japan, dude. Blue Archive is like really big in Japan.
Again, I can
Like
fully believe
really
that
big.
both Nikkei and Blue Archive are really successful in Japan. I'm not gonna lie, especially when okay, so you know how like
No,
sometimes you're
no,
watching stuff on
no,
YouTube.
it's not. No, no, like well, no. Blue Archive is actually no. What I meant to say was I said that Nikkei is really popular over here in the States.
Oh, it's
Blue
not popular in
Archive,
Japan?
not so much, but in Japan, oh, not as much as it is, but not as much as Blue Archive. Blue Archive is big in Japan, like really huge.
I know for a
Keep in
fact Blue
mind,
Archive is really popular in
Nikkei
Korea, but like
both, yeah, it's because both Nikkei and Blue Archive, they both are they're both they were both developed by in South Korea, just with different developers.
as of 2025, some of the most popular gacha games in Japan include Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Arc Knights, Fate Grand Order. Oh yeah, fucking I have too many friends not into that. And Umasi Pretty Derby. Oh my god. I can't believe that game is
Yeah.
so beloved, and I just can't I guess people really just looking at the
Oh
girls
yeah,
run.
it is. And
Like, okay, I could
that's why
understand for like the moment
that's
when the
why
meme was
people
happening, everyone loved the game, right? I could understand for the moment the meme because everyone was playing it. I was watching
yeah.
XQC, Asmin, Chase O looked into the game for a bit. Like all these big streamers looked at it. And I was like, that's a funny meme. Everyone was like getting into it, right? But ultimately, I was like, the game won't last though, because like all you're doing is literally pumping up these horses with stats, and then watching them run. You're not even like actually participating in the actual like race. You're not like smashing A or whatever. You're just watching them run. So what is really the entertainment in that? And then I see like it's everywhere. It is literally everywhere that I see people talk about this game. It's in like, people are drawing the characters, people are posting their art all over Reddit
Yeah.
and stuff. And then like it got nominated and won the award for best mobile game in the VGAs. And I was like, do people actually like this game? I literally thought it was just for the joke. And then I see it and again, I like the anime. I think the anime is really great. I've watched it and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've watched it too.
But like I did not
Dude,
think
but
that this game where you just
my
watch
close IRL, my close IRL friend really loves fucking Uma Musume, dude. Like he really likes that.
I'm so baffled by it because again,
day.
all you're doing
I
is
mean-
making these horses train.
He sends me memes from time to time of Uma Musume.
That's so crazy to me. I guess to each their own. To me, I want a game with a bit more bite to it. I actually want something with more gameplay than me just saying like, here, go train and doing this, train doing this. Okay, let's go to a race, and I just watch them run.
I'm surprised that Blarka wasn't mentioned in there, but
Yeah, I didn't see anything
it
about
is huge.
that.
I know it's huge because apparently have you heard of Comic Cat?
Yes, go away.
It's like a huge ass convention that they do like biannually.
Here you go. Expert
What is it?
reviews.
How many
See, top gacha games in Japan.
How many times is it hosted?
So, Usume is definitely on the list. Then we got Fate Grand Order, which so many people love. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Professional Baseball Spirits A? Dude, baseball is so insanely popular in Japan. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah. So it's not surprising.
Monster Strike? This looks fun. Dragon Quest Walk. Is this basically Pokemon, but with Dragon Quest? Collect, train, and become the stronger as you can. Oh no, I think this. Let's see. Enjoy the role playing while managing your health. Move around the real world. Yeah, it's basically Pokemon with Dragon Quest. That's crazy. Honkai Star Rail, Nikkei, Heavens Burns Red. Yep, here it is. Blue Archive. Genshin. Princess Concert Redive? Oh, okay, I know that. Yeah, this I've seen this anime. Okay. I didn't know this had a gotcha version too. Project CK Color for Stage.
Was it originally an anime?
Yes. Well, this I've only known from being an anime. I didn't know this actually. This may have had like an actual game first. I don't know, but I know this from being an anime.
Oh, Princess Connect.
Yeah, it's just called Redive though as the anime.
Oh yeah, they did release it globally, but yeah, but they took it down.
Azure Lane, Impact Third. Damn. Yeah, I didn't know about like a couple. Like this one looks. Heavens Burns Red. What is this about? Okay, does not have a global version, so I can only play this in Japan. Wait, that doesn't make any sense because I think they said no global for. Yeah, global version no. Well, that probably just means like not every country is able to get it because I know we can get it here in the West. But you know, that's what we got for the gotcha system. I think that's cool. I wish it all the success, and I hope Arknights continues to grow. But moving on, I actually found this topic today, and I wanted to use it to talk to you about because I know you're kind of a fan, probably more so than me. But did you hear that Neon Genesis is getting a new anime?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was announced officially. It says here, in the world of anime, Neon Genesis is easily one of the most iconic series out there. Created by Hidegoro Anno, the media of psychological anime went to define an era. Literally, it did. When people talk shit about this anime, it's like, it's not as good as you think. I'm like, it doesn't matter if it was good or not. This anime helped define, like, people say, if I would say the 5 animes that basically defined anime in general as like pushing it up to where it is now, this is one of them. I think most people like see this as basically like, what, you've never read Spider-Man issue so and so? This is one of those talking points that I could totally hear someone in the actual like community says like, you've never seen any Neon Genesis at all, and it's like, no. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And the only reason I actually watched this because this was aired and reran on Toonami constantly. Like, I have seen that first series several dozen times because how often it was reran on Cartoon Network. But like, and as of this day, an influence on the anime industry as whole remains felt. The original Neon Genesis anime ran from 1995 to 1996. In such a short amount of time, it managed to make history. So much so that remembered as fondly even today. Even Genesis franchise has continued strong and various releases over the years, but none of them were even remotely as big as what the announcement earlier today. It has now officially been confirmed that Neon Genesis Evangelion is getting a new anime series, and the new product is officially in production. So yeah,
bear in mind that the studio behind the original Evangelion, which is Gainax, they just shut down.
Yeah, Gainax shut down last year, which is really sad. There's a lot of animes Gainax was a part of that basically helped. There were 2 specific ones. Let me go. I know Neon Genesis is one. Let me actually look at, where can I go? Here we go. Anime list. So Gainax, yep, there it is. That's what it was. The other giant mech series that I feel like helped define a generation was Gurren Lagann, one of my favorite animes of all time. And then of course you have Panty and
Yeah,
Stocking, which is
Gurren. I don't. Yeah, that's. I
no,
wrote
there's several animes here that I
watching
would
that
say
one.
you probably at least watched one or grew up with one and loved it. Like there's several animes on this list that I feel like people have actually seen, loved, watched, and probably rewatched countlessly on this list. Several of which I think actually like got aired during my generation of like cartoons. Like I believe everything here in this top billing was aired on Toonami and or late night Adult Swim at one point in time. So you probably grew up with some of these animes, and it was like a real shame hearing that Gainax shot down, but it's it's
Uh,
gonna happen.
I mean, I used to watch. I did watch a lot of. I mean, my animation class used to like put a lot of anime and then that we would watch.
I mean, it's sad when the studio shuts down, but it's apparent when like one they're not working as many projects as they used to, they're not pulling in the numbers
Yeah,
they used to, and the money's just slowly running dry. Like, cause you have to constantly
I
pay
mean,
for the
I
course
mean
for.
that's why. That's why. I mean that's why. For the second season of Penny and Stockton, they had Studio Trigger handle it instead of Gynax like the previous season.
Yeah, because they were getting close to closing down, and they just couldn't handle the workload. So Studio Trigger had to come in, which again is a great studio. I think Studio Trigger has made
Yeah.
some
Oh,
great.
definitely. They
Honestly,
definitely have.
in this day and age, I think there's three studios that I think are pinnacle when it comes to animation: Trigger, Madhouse, and A1 Productions. I think those three are
Yeah.
are peak when it comes to like the production of anime.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, like a. I don't know if this article actually says who is animating the actual show right now. Who's going to be doing it? Staff and studio announced. Okay, so Evangelion studio means okay. The new upcoming Evangelion anime still seems to be in an early stage of productions. However, a lot of details have been officially confirmed already. The series is going to be produced by Studio. Oh, Cloverworks. Ooh, Cloverworks are going to be in charge of it. You know them?
Uh, I don't remember.
So
What anime
Clover.
did it did?
Here, let me just show you. So, boom, you already see Cloverworks has been in charge of several of these animes that have the new style. I'm pretty sure you probably can notice, like, when a studio is in charge of, like, a certain anime, they have a certain style to their designs. So, they've done My Dress Up
Yes.
Darling, Rascal.
Oh, that one. Oh, that
Yeah.
one. That one. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, they've also done Bucci.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
That's Cloverworks. These are all the animes they've been a part of and done and assisted with or created, and their animation style is very, very. What's the best way? I guess, for lack of a better term, shiny and sleek. Like they play along with a lot of brightness of colors, a lot of shine and glint from the characters' like hair,
Yeah.
their face, and everything.
Yeah, they have that distinct style. They got that. They always have like the distinct style, like Kyoto animation, like
Yeah.
they all.
So
You-
I think this is gonna be great. My only thing is, I'm really hoping they don't fuck around too much with the brightness of scale, because I would like Neon to remain very dark and gritty in at least in the design area.
How it's always supposed to be.
Yeah, because well, it's if you make it too bright, then I think it kind of diminishes a lot of the actual overtones and themes that the anime tries to get across with its story. So if the design doesn't match what you're being shown and talked about on screen from characters, then I feel like that takes away the audience's like engagement from it. Like, would you watch something like what's it good? If Mortal Kombat was an anime, right? Would you watch Mortal Kombat if like everyone wore like very glinty, sparkly outfits? Do you think that would match the tone?
No.
Yeah, see, it's like that to me. I'm really hoping they can actually get the design down and it can look really nice. But they do great work when it comes to animation. Even some of the animes that I think aren't as good, for instance, like Receptionist here, I don't think this anime is good by any means. But the actual style and design is really good, and the animation's flawless. It's amazing. So I'm really glad Cloverworks is the ones being in charge of it. Hopefully, we can see good things from it, and hopefully, we can get some news about it within the next coming year. Oh wow! When will the news release? Does it actually have a release date? Okay, no. As of right now, there's no release date to provide the news anime. The only thing was confirmed that the production of the anime series. Assuming that the series is in early stage of production, we're not debating. Yeah, if it's just got into its early stage of production, we're definitely not seeing anything in 2026. I would argue we're not be seeing anything in 2027 either. So probably as early as 2028 is probably when we'll see the first like trailers and everything drop for this series. Which I mean, that's cool. I mean, I think even though I think you can watch the original series and anyone can just get involved with that's something I really like about like an anime like Evangelion because it's set in the future with a specific design in mind when it comes to technology. It's kind of timeless. There is nothing that people can latch on to is like that wouldn't be real like that's like our smartphones, they couldn't see anything modern in it and be like taking away from it. It has its own unit. It's like Gundam where its design looks archaic, but it fits the actual story and the world itself that it doesn't take you out of the story. So I think people can always go back and watch that original series, but I do like the fact that we're getting a new iteration that newcomers can come along and enjoy and watch.
Yeah.
My thing is the fact that like, because I know for a fact when they did I don't remember if they were movies or OVAs, they changed up some of the characters. And I never actually read the manga, so I don't know if any of those characters were in the manga and just were introduced in the OVA slash movies, or if those were just new characters in general, and they just wanted to kind of like try a new style of like telling the story. I know consistently the characters that always remain the same are Shinji, um, his dad, of course, and the white haired girl. I say
Mm.
white, it's blue. Would you say it's white or silver?
Depends on what it's supposed to look like.
Well, what is it supposed to look like? That's what I'm asking. Like, what would you say the color looks more?
I don't know, because there's some scenes where it looks like it's blue, and then there's some scenes where it looks like it's white.
Thanks, fandom. I totally wanted to get tons of ads and not actually just get a photo of the character. Oh my god, just let me see the character. Fuck you! Okay, there we go. Okay, so here it looks kind of bluish, but I could hear someone make the argument that it's kind of silver, right?
Well,
So
if I'm gonna be honest, I always thought Ray's hair was always blue and not.
but like I said, it really depends on the lighting, I think. But yeah, so I those have been the three consistent characters I've seen from the series. So who knows? But I'm hoping it's gonna be good. That's one of my big things. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. Now, moving on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is one that I've been kind of wanting to talk to you about the most. Aside from the next one, the main topic of today's topic is gonna be great, but this one's gonna be an interesting one, and that is brutal. Did you know the trucking industry is really heated because they keep getting talked about Truck-kun?
The what industry?
The Japanese trucking industry.
Yeah.
So we have right here Otaku Cart speaking about the. Now this is kind of an old article. It came out last year, but well, actually, technically now 2 years. But I think it's an important one because it's been making the rounds again because people have been talking about the idea because no one actually saw this article or these articles talking about this because at the time it was very niche and small. But now it's like being like re-shared around like X and Reddit and like places like Otaku
Yeah.
Cart because it's an interesting discussion. It's trucking industry criticizes isekai anime for its reputation damage. Battling stereotypes, the trucking industry fights against negative media portrayals. And again, this is
I mean,
all
yes,
about Truck-kun.
it's an isekai where somebody's a truck.
No. It's no. So Truck-kun is the online name, the meme name that people have given the mysterious truck that comes out of nowhere and kills the protagonist and sends them on their merry way to be isekai'd.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
Oh.
so that's why they call it Truck-kun. So here in the article it says a transportation manager in Shizuoka, Japan, has raised concerns about the portrayal of trucks in anime, TV shows, and movies, arguing that these depictions are giving trucks and truck drivers a bad reputation. According to the manager, this negative image is not just about hurt feelings, but it's causing real problems in the trucking industry. Speaking on weekly logistics news, the manager expresses worries about subliminal messaging, where the viewers might develop subconscious fears of trucks without realizing it. What are your thoughts so far?
I'd say it's dumb.
But you don't. So you don't agree with the fact that he's saying that people can start developing subliminal, like start developing fears of trucks because they see it get like see their favorite protags get hit by a truck in the anime. Also, I love
Man,
this fucking image. Fuck you. Otaku card. Whoever did your editing is great.
I mean, if it's like on a fucking media trail, it's like it's just a piece of media. It's
Well, like to me, it's the same way
like
when
you
people
think
were. To me, it's the same way politicians and teachers and adults used to make the arguments that like
it's like the similar argument that oh it's hurting the reputation because of
yeah,
this and
that's
that
what I'm
and
saying.
this
like
and that
literally, it's
it's
the
not
similar
because
argument
it's
as like
happening
what
on certain
stop playing
platforms.
GTA because kids are gonna start like looking at the things you're doing in that game and try to replicate it, right? And I'm like, no. I'm sorry. Like this whole argument that like kids are so stupid, so retarded that they're gonna be like, oh my god, if I pull out an Uzi from my ass out of nowhere, I can shoot a hooker and then take this fucking like broken down piece of shit car and drive it to a cop car. And then if I just stand still long enough, the cops are all gonna disappear. It's like, well, there's no crime here. No, I'm sorry. Can kids replicate things they see online and television? Sure, but those specific kids have already have.
But if they go into but if they take as far as doing something like actually doing it, then that's because
So
they have mental health
So I'm
issues.
not sure if you remember this
For the
extra story. This
most
happened.
likely.
This story happened back when I was in about I think middle school. But hold up. Kid buries friend in sandbox like Gara. So this happened, I believe, back when I was in middle school. It was an article that came out. Let's see. Yep, 2008. So Sandbox accident claims Everett boy life. Everett, the fantasy of award animated Ninja Warriors. Oh my god, please. I'm gonna reread that. So in the fantasy world of an animated Ninja Warriors, the superheroes sometimes slip away from the bad guys by hiding in the sand. No superhero could rescue a 10-year-old Everett boy who died Monday after trying to recreate the trick. Cody Parker apparently was mimicking a Japanese anime superhero Saturday.
Yeah, they gotta go get that kid fucking help, dude.
I love when media writes about anime. Back in the day, this is something I read when I was in like fucking middle school again. So Cody apparently was mimicking Saturday when he was asking friends to bury him in the backyard sandbox. He stopped breathing. The fifth grader died Monday afternoon at Children's Hospital and Regional Medical Center of Seattle. Now again, I'm not laughing at the fact that the kid died. That's very horrific and that's very terrible. Especially if he's a
Yeah,
child,
obviously.
there should have been an adult watching their kids. I'm sorry if you're if you're allowing your kids to play in the sand, there could be something there. You should have a parent always like at least checking in on the kids. I would say pretty often. If you're gonna let your kids play in the backyard, just go back there and check on them every so often. But he passed away peacefully with his family at his side. The boy's family said in the statement releasing in light Monday, "We appreciate all the support and prayers and we have received. We've decided to honor Cody's memory by making him an organ donor and a miracle for another family." And that's nice. But again, the reason why this happened was because the kid was watching Naruto. and he saw Gara do the sand coffin move. And he told his friends, "Hey, I want to be like the guy Gara like encases in sand, and I'll try to escape out of it. Bury me in my sandbox."
Yeah,
And his friends
I
did.
remember people covering that story a lot.
Yeah. So again, like it's can people replicate what they see on television and video games? Sure. But those are very, very small, minute cases. They are the exception. They are never the rule.
Yeah.
So in the case of this, children in particular might grow thinking that trucks are dangerous, influenced by dramatic scenes like this, like they see in their favorite shows. Some people have grown as far as discouraging family members from pursuing careers as a truck driver because of the portrayals. You literally have some guy, "Mom, Dad, I can't wait to grow up." And the parents are like, "Oh, that's so good, Johnny. What do you want to be when you get older? Do you want to be a fast food worker like your dad?" He's like, "Nah, I want to be a truck driver." Dad pulls out belt. "No son of mine's being a fucking truck driver."
Funny.
Well, it's like it's ridiculous. It's literally like I forbid you from becoming a truck driver. Look what they've done to like the fucking kids. The kids are being ridiculous. They're jumping in. It's. Did you ever see the show? Did you ever see the movie Tucker and Dare vs. Evil?
Which one?
Did you ever see the horror spoof Tucker and Dare vs. Evil?
No.
You've never seen? Oh, I mean, you gotta watch this. But anyways, so Tucker.
Like back then, if I used to watch like fucking Beavis and Butthead, I would always imitate the cornholio. Like just lifting my shirt up. I would always do that in school, dude. It's fucking great.
So okay, so just give you like the brief download about this. Tucker and Dare vs. Evil is essentially a spoof movie where two hicks, like rednecks in like the mountains, decide to get a cabin. What the fuck? 1 second. Did you order food? I thought the doorbell was broken. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Someone rang the doorbell. I guess my roommate ordered food, and it was pretty loud that my dog like got annoyed. She does not like that doorbell. But anyways, so I just want one specific scene. I don't know YouTube if it's gonna work really well. Me and you gotta watch this movie. That's what I'm gonna say. Me and you have to watch this movie. I'm gonna show you Tucker and Dare vs. Evil. It is hands down one of my favorite.
From what I'm looking at, it definitely does remind me a lot of the movie from like the B movie from the '80s called Redneck Zombies.
No. See, again, it's in that case, that was probably like making fun of the genre. This is more satirical too, but in a different sense. Like literally.
No, but that's an older movie.
But okay, but me and you, I'm gonna make time, and me and you will watch that movie. You're gonna love that movie. But anyways, so yeah, kids are not gonna just randomly jump in front of trucks, and kids are not gonna be like afraid of trucks. In fact, I would argue like kids are probably gonna be more thrilled about the idea of the trucks themselves. Trucks aren't just the villains in isekai anime. They're not the villains, period. The truck is not actually sentient. To be fair, we got a comment. Hello, Eric. To be fair, it's always the truck. If they did aluminum bat, even so often, maybe trucks would get a better rep. But like, still, even let's say isekai changes it, and let's say like a fucking flying boulder is the thing that kills the protagonist.
Plane.
Let's go with that. Let's say the protag keeps dying because the plane malfunctions and it crash lands and it dies. Are you gonna tell me there's gonna be a wave of people in like the fucking airline industry is like, we need to stop anime from glorifying like the method of which someone dies and goes into a fantasy world with our planes? Dude, people are already deaf to scared of flying in planes to begin with. This isn't gonna add any new fear, and neither is this. The idea of like the fucking truck industries. Now, okay. The guy is making the argument that the truck industry is getting a bad rep from this. I think there could be a case made that there is going to be some random dumbass who is becoming afraid of trucks. But again, that is the outlier. That is the exception. That is never the rule.
And not only that, but transportation is quite uncommon in Japan because most people are used to subway trains or walking or going on bikes,
Well, I mean, in
etc.
that case, I feel like the fear would be more then because the idea of it's a truck. So you have delivery trucks, you have work construction trucks, you have
Uh, Advertisement trucks,
yeah, advertisement trucks. So like there's a variety, and again,
especially
Japan
that
is a
one,
place
especially
many people
yeah,
actually walk around more so than anything else. This is why you don't really see a lot of fat people, both in Mexico. I would say, and oftentimes most non-Western countries, you're not gonna see a lot of fat people like walking around. The pretty people are pretty fit because how often one their diet and two they walk fucking everywhere, man. I'm telling you, in Mexico, the street is usually like littered
and
with people
also
walking the sidewalk.
they're more used to eating like food that's like
Yeah, their diets are much
not
more like well constrained. That like they have like their grains and rice. They got their veggies. Veggies are very important in their diet. They got their proteins in fish and red meats and chicken. Like they have a nice
yeah.
whole group balance when it comes to their diets. Not only that, but they don't eat like large portion size. Like here in the States, we fucking super.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not supersizing anymore, but like the large has now become like today. I went to go get lunch at Subway, right? And I said, "Hey, can I get a medium drink?" They gave me the old standard for a fucking large. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, no, no, I don't need this. I don't need this. Can I get a small then?" And then they gave me the old medium. I'm like, "Y'all don't have anything smaller than this?" And like, "No, that's a small. It comes, sir." And I'm like,
Jack in the Box has been like that too.
but like it's everywhere. Like I went to Subway. You would think
Yeah.
these people wouldn't want to give you such a big cup to drink all that fucking soda. I just wanted a Diet Pepsi. And it's like, here you go. Here's your fucking large 3-gallon cup. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, I don't need all this. I filled it up halfway and I was happy. But no, to kind of finish up this article, while the online commentators understand the manager's frustration, they also see why writers use trucks in stories. One commenter explained that the passenger cars wouldn't provide the same impact of dramatic scenes. The buses seem too safe. Only trucks can. I think that's a very stupid argument. Whoever said that is dumb. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. A bus is safer than a truck. That's a horrible.
Well,
No, I don't agree.
yes, I'd say. I mean, if we're talking about like the actual safety, I'd say yes or no. If
I,
it's a
I
school
would say
bus,
I would say
school
depends on, I
buses,
would say in general both vehicles just depend on maintenance and the actual driver behind it. Like I don't think one
yeah,
vehicle is safer than
but
any other.
but yeah, no, but I'm saying that school buses tend to be a lot more safer, actually,
Again, I
in
think that
in
I
different
think that's
countries.
chalked up to the actual driver and the actual maintenance of the vehicle more so than the actual
No,
like.
but the thing is that school bus drivers are like they have to follow very strict rules.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on the driver and it depends on the actual vehicle how much they maintain and are up to date in the vehicle's coding. Like for
Yeah,
me, again for
Be-
my
be-
for my
be-
delivery truck for my
keep in
van.
mind, keep in mind, there's a reason why there's rarely any accidents on school buses and why accidents occur more on cars or any other vehicles.
Well, yeah, because
What?
people who are driving the street are fucking retarded, and they just like, oh, I'm gonna go right away without putting my turn signal, and here I go, yeah, and they go right into something. Safer, maybe if the bus was going 2 miles per hour. Fucking live in Hawaii, yeah. Them buses go slow, but that's because they're driving on fucking cliff sides. They have to.
Yeah,
You don't want to go careening
I
off
mean,
no goddamn mountain in Hawaii. You ain't coming back.
I used to always ride the bus.
Oh yeah, same. I used to ride on the bus all the time when I went to school. And I'm not saying the bus is more or less safe. I'm not saying the bus isn't safe. I'm just saying like it really depends on the driver. And as because you're driving a bus full of kids or passengers, you got to be a lot more safer and careful when it comes to it. The problem is like
Because if you fuck up, you're responsible. No questions asked.
oh yeah, 100%. But I would argue it's the same thing with a truck driver. Like here where I live, there was some dumbass who in a truck. This is a semi, by the way. This is actually a story that happened. That I was baffled by. And this was not only that, but this truck actually had a dash cam recording of him doing this. And you try to figure out his logic. But anyways, so you know how like on the interstates and highways you have those small openings and splints in like the middle of the highway, but those are made for patrol cars for highway patrol and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy sees one of those and he thinks, I'm gonna go into that to go into the other opposite lane, right? And he does this in a fucking semi. A semi doesn't turn on a dime. So he starts doing this in the middle of like fucking like oncoming traffic, and a family go careening right in between the guardrails of the actual like right below the actual like truck's like hall, and the top of the car just scrapes and the people died essentially. But this dumbass did that, and the next thing you see in the video is him kind of stand there like, I didn't know that would happen, and I'm like, please tell me this dumbass is in jail. Please tell me he's somewhere that his dumbass is not on the road. How did he get hired?
How is he not a fucking where?
No, yeah. How did he get hired?
No, the important question is how the fuck did he not get aware, dude?
I don't know. Like seriously, like the guy was standing outside with the cops and everything, while like the ambulance are trying to see what they can do with the people that got embedded in the back of that damn semi, and he's just like, I guess I couldn't make that turn. It was one of the most crazy stories I'd read in a long time. I felt so bad for the family because apparently it was like a nice like it was grandparents driving with like their niece or nephew in the back of the car. Horrible, dude. Yeah. Horrible accident. This is why I hate driving on the interstate sometimes, because dumbasses like that exist.
Yeah, well, honestly, that's Florida, dude.
Wait, I mean, yes, I will say oftentimes the average Florida driver is much more retarded and impatient than most other drivers. I will agree with you there.
I mean, compared to Texas, I mean, Texas definitely has its reputation when it comes to its driver, but it's not as fucking dumb as fucking Florida. Over here, the reason why they have such a reputation is because the drivers over here they are fucking aggressive as hell, dude. I every time when I drove, they're super fucking impatient, dude. Like the moment you'll try to like merge in the fucking lane, they won't let you in because they want to fucking keep going. Like,
no, that's just drivers in general. Because I've had that happen to me here in Florida too. Like fucking assholes who just like, hey, I'm sorry, can I get off? I need to get off in this exit. Like I'll go to get off an exit and I'll have my turn signal on for like 4 or 5 seconds, and the guy sees this and he starts picking up speed so I can't get in front of him, and then I have to swerve back into my lane because I don't want to hit the dumbass. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna let you in. I'm like, dude, I need to start turning off into the exit. Can you please either speed up or slow down? And the asshole's just maintaining that speed. So either I have to slow down or speed up, and I'm not doing it in a fucking van. So I start slowing down. But then the other jackass is like, oh, no. I'm not letting them get in front of me. I'm like, whoa, going to the same fucking place. Yeah. I hate it. Like, people.
I think compared to over here in Texas and Florida, I'd say right here it's more like the drivers are more aggressively, like unnecessarily aggressive.
I can't speak so much to that. It's been a while since I've actually driven in Texas.
While in Florida, they're just straight up fucking dumb.
I'm saying this right now. If you live in Florida and you're watching this, you probably can agree with me. But Miami sucks.
Yes.
Miami traffic, dude. Miami roads, Miami drivers suck. I hate going to Miami.
I remember one time we went to fucking Legoland, and then some fucking lady crashed into my dad's friend's truck. And oh my fucking god, dude!
No one in Miami that lives there. Any person who's native to Miami.
We were just like in the parking lot of Legoland, and literally the lady just decided to like park over there, and then decided to like ended up crashing the fucking truck.
No, I can believe that. Again, like anyone who comes from Miami.
I didn't even have time to like spend a lot of time in Legoland.
Oh, that sucks. She ruined your. Oh, I'm so sorry. She ruined your vacation. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And if you're a native to Miami, like those people are inherently, they refuse to use their turn signals. I'm talking none at all, and they don't even give you warning. They just do it. If they want to merge into somewhere, they just do it. If they just want to fucking cut you off, they just do it. They don't give a fuck what the consequence of what's gonna happen. They don't care if you swerve off the fucking road. They don't care if you're the goddamn president of the United States. They will fucking like spin dash your ass out of the way so this way they can get into the lane they want. I hate driving Miami so much.
I will say that road rage is quite a common occurrence in Texas. I remember a while back when I used to have a part-time job with my aunt. I remember once we were like going back, we left
Mm-hmm.
for the day. And my aunt was like driving in the highway, and then for some reason, there's just like this guy that he pulls this guy on the side. He like pulls down his window and literally just pulls his pants down and literally shakes his bare ass out
I was wondering. I was wondering where this story was going.
And it looked like it was towards somebody because he was like looking at someone before he started like pulling his pants down and then shaking his bare ass.
Okay, so
And I know that he was trying to cause somebody to, because I know he's trying to like.
well, he was trying to be a nuisance. He wanted someone to look over what he was doing.
Because it was like, because I think he got pissed off because the other driver wouldn't let him like turn over the other lane.
No, I had something similar happen to me. This happened back in high school.
And then my aunt was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, yeah, he's literally just shaking his bare ass.
No. So literally, this happened back in high school. It was me and two of my buddies. Now, one of my buddies he was originally from Boston. Like he comes from Boston, so he had the thick accent. His family moved to Florida when we were in high school. So he had this thick Boston accent. And this is important to the story because one day we were walking back to our school from like eating out because our school, if you had time, our school would let you eat lunch out of it if you were a senior, in which I was. So we're walking back to the school for during our lunch, and these fucking dickheads, like they see we're walking and that we're in school uniforms, and they decide to drive over this big ass puddle and splash all of us. And so, of course, we're like reasonably pissed. I'm talking fuming. And we just start cursing these guys. And they immediately do a U-turn to drive back around, roll down their window. One guy starts flipping us off. The other guy starts mooning us. And then my friend with the Boston accent is like saying, "You fucking motherfuckers! I dare you motherfucker come over here right now!" He just starts screaming. And like, they like they do another Yui. And here's the kicker. They did 2 illegal U-turns. You're not supposed to do that in the school zone. A cop was sitting right the fuck there because it's where their patrol is. So as they come back to get ready to talk more shit, the cop goes, "Woo!" and stops them. So I was like, karma's a bitch. But I'm still wet.
Yeah.
No, it sucked. I had no change of clothes, so I was standing in like we had to tell the office what happened, and they're like, "Well, there's nothing we can do. You guys just have to sit outside and dry off." So they gave us some towels, small towels, because they had them, and we just had to sit in the sun and let our clothes dry naturally. It sucked, but at least we had to miss class, so that was cool. But yeah, no, Florida drivers are assholes.
Yeah,
Is the moral of the story? Florida drivers are assholes.
They got pulled. At least they got pulled over.
Well, again, but I would have been pissed off if he did get pulled over because they're doing illegal U-turns in the school zone, and there's literally a cop posted up right the fuck there. It's like either A, they weren't aware that they were in the school zone, or B, they weren't aware the cop was there, or just C, they weren't aware of anything. They were just being dickheads. But yeah, no, it's crazy.
They were just not paying attention.
All right, but anyways, we've derailed enough. Let's move on to the next story. So yeah, Truck-kun is not his fault. Don't blame Truck-kun. I'm sorry. We need a hashtag. Don't blame Truck-kun. The main topic of today, and I know Bruno, you're gonna be pretty excited for this one, is Bruno. Did you know Japan has a new school where all the teachers will be VTubers?
Yes, dude. I'm fucking jealous, dude.
Yeah, Japan gets all the cool shit. It's like, okay,
I
so
mean, I mean, honestly, if this shit was introduced in the Western, hell no,
no,
dude.
I'm sorry, it'd be wasted in the West. This idea
Like
could
it'll be
only exist in somewhere like Japan. This could never exist in actual our. I love America. Don't get me wrong, but no, our kids wouldn't have the attention span, and two, like VTubing is not as popular as it is
it's
in
more
Eastern
niche.
countries.
It's more of a niche thing.
I wouldn't even say
It's more of a
niche.
niche
It's
thing.
definitely become more popular. The problem is the fact that like
Yeah.
it is popular only in specific Western circles. It is way more apparent
Yeah.
that this is much more gravitating to something like the people in the East, like that of Korea and like that of Japan. I could never see this actually working in the West. Not only that, but I don't even think it would work. Like kids already have
Oh
online
yeah.
schooling, and they
And then
refuse to do that.
the people and then the types of people they would be hiring.
Don't even make me think that. Don't even
They
make me
would have
think. Oh
too
my
much.
god. All right, so let's get into it. So, anyways, the article writes a tutoring company has launched what it says to be Japan's first online cram school where every teacher is an active VTuber. According to the It Media News, the Tokyo based company Lumines launched a new service, Wish High, on February 17th. Oh, this is already active. The online platform features currently active VTubers as teachers, who will be on hand to help tutor students in mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, classic Japanese, world history, Japanese estimates, and geography. Students can attend live online lessons with classes up to 9,900 yen per month, which works to 65 USD for a cram school online to get VTubers. You better sign me up. Oh my god. Yeah, only 65 bucks for that? That's not bad. VTuber School
But I
opens its
don't
door
speak
for the new
Japanese.
students.
But honestly, I would definitely like to have a Japanese teacher
You
like
cannot hit on a
that
teacher.
would teach me Japanese.
You can't hit on a teacher. And I'm hoping they can't get tips or donations while they're teaching. While aimed at high school students, middle school students, and adult students, so like basically kids going into college probably, you can also enroll in the visual course. The company says the idea is to tackle growing issues of digital education where students struggle to stay engaged in standard video lessons. And honestly, I'm going to have to agree. Even in school, I had problems with learning things through videos. I needed hands-on teaching when I was in school. Like I couldn't just sit there and read a book to say
Exactly.
like here's
Yeah,
here's
there are times where watching a video is just like not exactly enough. I mean, just look at me. I consider myself to be like a mediocre intermediate guitarist, right?
Mhm.
I feel like watching videos of like how to learn this song or how do you do this scale or how do you do this arpeggio and stuff like that. Like it's like I could definitely learn the pattern and everything. The problem is that I need to tell it straight up through somebody who has actual experience with playing guitar.
It's the same with me.
Um,
I
like I need somebody to like tell if there's something that I'm doing wrong, if there's something I'm doing correct, or this and that and this and that and this.
like for me, I edit my own videos. Like I do all my editing, I do all my own Photoshop, all that stuff. I do everything. But most of that stuff I did learn through videos and reading posts, but a good chunk of that stuff I've retained the knowledge for because, for instance, my roommate, who is a lot more experienced in software and everything than I am, he's slowly taught me things like certain like basically like how to use certain key fragments and like basically key positionings to while editing with Filmora. And it's helped
Yeah,
me out a lot.
I need something like in person feedback.
Yeah, say with my roommate. He used to read all my scripts.
Because if I just record if I just record myself doing something for a feedback, I can't really explain it because it's only going to be through a video.
Like I can replay
So
a certain scene 20 times, but my brain just won't retain the knowledge of what it's seeing, and I'll actually probably not understand what's being happening. I need someone to kind of explain, kind of almost a step by step process while having a diagram or something showcasing it in front of me. Some of the best teachers I ever had in school were the teachers who would actually engage with the student and actually says like, "Oh, you just need to do this, and then this, and then this, and then see, you got it. Now you do it." And I would show them my work, and they're like, "No, you need to redo this step," right? Things like that. Engaging with the student is always beneficial to people like me, probably even to people like you. That's why I could never learn when the teacher just like open your book to page 79,000 and
Yeah.
read from the text.
Oh, trust me, dude. Trust me, dude. I always failed in fucking tests. Like I
Oh,
struggled
I
with
had terrible
reading
text
so
anxiety.
fucking much, dude. Like, literally, my parents told me recently that I did not start fully speaking until I was 7 years old.
Oh no, same with me. Like my mom, bless her soul,
And not only that, but because there would be times where every time I would take what because I over here in the states we had something like the STAR test.
hmm
It's like a test you take. It's like the biggest. It's like the requirement to pass a grade.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I think you had something like
Yeah,
that. It was
we
called something else.
so when I was younger, it was called the FCAT, and then later it was changed to, I think it was just called the standardized test. I don't remember, but it originally was called the FCAT.
Yeah, dude. You have no idea how much I fucking hated it, dude. Like,
Oh, I know, I sucked at it.
especially especially when it came to like the reading part, because oh my god, dude, it was just you had to read text, do text, do text, and then every time the more longer I read the text, the more I started to forget,
No, I
and
was
I
the
started
same
to
way.
just
Like
like
I had trouble in school because when I was younger, and again, bless my mom's heart, and I love her, and her heart was in the right place. She wanted me to learn Spanish properly, like my brothers did. So she would
oh
teach me. Which she would
same
teach.
thing with me, man.
Yeah,
My mom wanted me to learn Spanish,
she would teach me words.
but
She
for
would
some
say speak to me
but
in
for some
Spanish, but I started
yeah.
school early, and then the teacher's like, you need to learn how to speak English. So during the time my mom would teach me Spanish and they would teach me English, I'd be having two different languages being taught me at the same time. And then my mom started
Yeah.
working more, so I had less and less time to learn Spanish. So by the end of it, I had learned English at least well enough to speak, but much of the actual knowledge I would have retained for Spanish was slowly losing. So I literally like I
Yeah.
started speaking Spanglish, and I've never really been able to fix up my Spanish ever since then. Like my mom's teaching me words again right now. Like I keep asking her, "How do you say this? How do you say that?" And then she helps me like sound out the verbiage.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, dude, it took me years to do that. Like,
Yeah. So so personally from uh personally from my experience, um I was taught English. I'm gonna say that if they ask me if English is my second language, I wouldn't. It's more like I grew up being bilingual because as soon as I start, my mom wanted me to enroll into a school where the classes were taught in Spanish, but it was far away. So the close because she wanted me to be in a class where they learned Spanish,
hold up,
and
Bruno, hold up. Hearing the phrase FCAT after all these years just gave me war flashbacks. Ran in the comments, sweetie, trust me, I get it. I didn't want to say those words because I felt like I was gonna trigger someone's like PTSDs. Like, not again, not again. It's C, and you're just bubbling in nothing.
yeah, here we got the STAR test in Texas.
No, I
I
love how they
remember.
always try to flavor it up to with like some
I
random
remember.
name.
I
Just
remember
call it the
teachers
big
like making
test.
those.
Like I think
Yeah,
kids would be so much more receptible if you.
You know what's? I, I remember that a lot of teachers in school, a lot of teachers would like fucking make those cringy ass compilations to like get you prepared for the STAR test or this and that and then this and that.
Oh, one of my teachers
Oh
made
yeah,
a very cringy
oh
like.
yeah, and I remember every time when it would be like the day of the test, McDonald's would like give out a free egg McMuffin or egg white delight.
I think our
Free.
school had something similar. It wasn't McDonald's, but it was our school. I think they gave out like extra helpings of breakfast, so this way you'd be full for the FCAT testing. And man, that never helped. Like it actually just made me want to throw up half the time. Like I had terrible taste anxiety, 100%.
So, going back to my experience. So yeah, my mom wanted me to be in a school or a classroom where they taught me Spanish. The problem was that it was far away. The schools were far away, and my mom didn't want me to because my mom didn't want me to take me to school where it was far away. And so the closest school it's because the closest school didn't offer any Spanish, but she wanted me to enroll into the closest school where I lived because my mom's job was also close there too, where she used to work at.
Okay.
And she enrolled me there, and then I was just taught English throughout. I was taught English through that, but how I learned Spanish was that for one, it was fucking Dora.
Oh my
For one, it was
god.
fucking Dora.
Dora, 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 the
Exact-
Explorer, Dora.
I know people really like to shit on Dora, but she was fucking helpful,
What?
dude.
What?
Especially in
What? People
situations
shit
like
on Dora.
this.
Why would people shit on Dora? Dora is amazing.
My Oshi Shiori likes to shit on Dora. I'm like, dude, does Shiori not realize that she really did help me? When
It
I was
wasn't
like
just the
in a
fact that she
very
helped. Like, you can't sit here and say Dora didn't like blow up and become one of like Nick Jr.'s most like when Dora was made, Blue's Clues was slowly going out the door. Like people stopped watching Blue's Clues, so Nick Jr.
I used to watch
needed
Blue's,
something to blow up.
I used to watch Blue's Clues too, dude.
I'm not gonna lie though, I like Dora when I was growing up, but the show I liked the most because of the music was actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna show my age here. Okay, right.
It's because Shiori likes Blue's Clues.
Get that shit out of my face. No, but so I'm gonna show my age here. Did you ever watch on Nick Jr. a show called The Wonderful World of Mr. Brisby?
I gotta see the image.
Okay, give me a sec. You keep talking. I'll show it. I'll show it.
So, no, just show it first before I can continue.
No, I gotta look it up. I gotta make sure. So Wonderful.
Nah, just let me finish because it's gonna get off topic.
God, I'm not remembering The Wonderful World of. Don't remember if that's how you spell it. Let me type in Nick Jr. Nick. Nickelodeon. Here we go. No. Was that Brisby? Oh my god, I don't want to hold up like the stream. Like I just oh my god, the Backyardigans, yes! Oh, that was my jam.
I used to watch that too.
I used to watch a lot of those old shows. Oh, it wasn't this, right? Oh, it was the Busy Ward of Richard Scarry. That's what it was. Why did I think it was? Oh, you know what? I combined two different shows. That's what happened. But yeah, Face. Oh my god. But yeah, this is the show. Did you ever see this? The Busy Ward of Richard Scarry.
Oh yeah, I did watch.
Okay,
that.
you did watch. Okay, sweet. Okay, I was about to say like, fuck, I'm old. I thought I was about to like cry. I was like, oh wait, oh, okay, I'm super old.
I did watch that through reruns because I'm not that old.
I'm older than you. I know for a fact I'm older than you. I just don't know by how much. And sometimes when I talk about certain cartoons,
by a decade. You're older. You're like a decade older than me.
Yes. Stop it. I don't want to be old.
We haven't really revealed our age.
Anyways,
All we can say is that I'm a Zoomer and you're a millennial.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I'm part of the worst generation. But anyways, finish your thoughts so we can continue this article.
Okay. So it not only was through Dora, but it was through how I had to immerse myself the way how my family was speaking, because my parents would always say the curse words and shit like that.
Ah,
And
okay,
then
yeah.
every time when I would ever repeat what they're saying, every time when they would say the curse words, like don't say that, don't say that. I'm like, that's the more I learned. That's how I got immersed a lot to this shit.
Oh my god.
And not only that, but my parents used to watch a lot of fucking telenovelas.
Oh yeah, my mom loved watching Telemundo, Noticias, fucking fuck, what was the other one?
Bro, I used to watch fucking
What was the Spanish channel that had the like the sun?
Televisa.
Televisa, that's what it was. Yeah, my mom used to watch. I remember because like
Galivision, or
yeah. God, so much Spanish dramas are exactly the same thing, and it's always like on a fucking ranch somewhere. Jesus Christ.
well, I mean the ones I remember.
So, but that's how it was. There was one
But
specific one.
always like,
I remember this one vividly.
bro,
Like
where
my mom watched this one
let me tell you, I
one.
used to watch fucking
Well, like my mom used to take me
one.
with her to her work, and they had a TV in where she'd work at, so she got to put on her soap operas while she was working, and I'd be kind of walking around, and I'd be bored as fuck,
Yeah,
being in her office with her, and so I just kind of watch the fucking soap opera too. And there was this one specific one where this very attractive Latino woman on like a horse, like she was constantly getting into a fight with this like really handsome guy, and like constantly trying to slap him, and he like catch it, and she like look offended, and I was like, I remember this image so vividly when I was young. And I remember the one time she was actually able to get a slap off of him, and I was like, yeah, she hit him.
bro. I used to in my fucking teens, dude. I used to watch La Rosa Guadalupe just because of how ridiculous the plot they always
Oh no, I
made
had no idea what
in
was going on.
specific episodes. Especially the fucking anime one, which is called Cosplay Salvemos al Mundo.
Oh
Salvemos
really? I didn't know that.
like it tries to portray weaves in the most.
Wait, what is it? What is it
I don't know how
called?
to describe it.
What is it called?
Cosplay, cosplay Salvemos al Mundo. Dude, I remember like watching that one with my mom. It wasn't too long ago, but I could say like well, like what, 6 or 7 years ago. And then my mom was like, "Yeah, you're into that same shit like as they are." It's like, "Yeah, I'm into that Japanese shit." Oh my god, dude, the names that they chose for the names that they chose for for the characters they were cosplaying, they were like made up. Like Hiroshi-san, the guy who's just dressed like he gets called Hiroshi-san because he's cosplaying like as Hiroshi-san.
I
When
don't.
in reality he's just cosplaying as and when in reality he's just cosplaying as fucking Goku, dude. Like,
Yeah, I don't think
and then and then
I don't think I got it. I don't know how to spell what you said, so I just typed in Spanish soap opera about anime cosplay, and it just gave me like top 25 best
no,
television.
just type in La Rosa cosplay or La Rosa de Guadalupe.
This?
So apparently, it's basically like they basically get bullied.
Wait, okay, but on screen. Look on screen. This right here. This is what you're talking about.
Let me. Yeah, it's that one.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Oh man, it's
What?
Insane Beauty, bro. Bro,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Insane
I'm
Beauty,
sorry,
bro.
chat. I gotta see what this is. Oh my god! What is this? What is this dude? Look at him! Why?
Basically, basically this girl and her friend, they get bullied because they're fucking weaves and shit.
Bro, if you walked into my high school looking like that, yeah, you get made fun of. Look at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's cosplaying. They say that, oh, you're Hiroshi-sama, when in reality that's just fucking Goku.
That's 100% Goku.
Like look at the hair. It doesn't even try to hide the fact that it's not some made up character. It's straight up fucking Goku, dude.
I don't even know what the fuck she's supposed to be.
She's supposed to be like something like a Sailor Moon ripoff or something like that, because she calls herself Namiko Moon.
Oh my god.
And like she like literally like pause it. She like literally like she tries so hard to like, she's like pretending like, hey look, I'm this character. I'm not this person. I'm this character. I'm this character. You can't call me
honey, whoever was in charge of the makeup department, Jesus Christ, I hate it. I hate the off-colored, like look at her eyes, it's terrible. Oh my god, I hate it. And that wig is just too. They gotta get rid of some of that shine.
Like
I have to watch this. So no.
You want me to spoil it or not?
Are they LARPing right now?
Oh, dude. Yes, get to the fucking karaoke part, dude.
I gotta watch this. I have to sit down and watch this. I need to know.
Well,
it has 18 seasons. It has 18 seasons.
Yeah, but this is like only this one specific episode, because they're all like different stories and shit. But this one was like really funny to me because.
Oh, this is La Rosa de Guadalupe. Yeah, my mom loves this series. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this is one episode of Guadalupe. Okay, that's why it has so many seasons. I thought the entire series was about these two characters.
No, I said La Rosa de Guadalupe. You probably didn't hear me.
No, I didn't hear you say Guadalupe. No, I know the series. My mom loved this series. I used to watch it all the time with her.
I told you. I used to watch this in my teen years a lot.
Okay. We need to continue.
It's basically like you're familiar with Darman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Darman. I consider Darman to be like its weaker American sibling. Because of how ridiculous and over the top.
I can't get over what I just witnessed. Like, dude wasn't even trying. Okay, we need to get back to this. Anyways.
So basically, her mother tries to relate to her daughter because she's a weeb, and the mom tries to become a weeb herself.
Oh my god!
You gotta watch it, dude.
We'll make a day. We'll make a day, and we'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll make a day. We'll watch Tucker and Dale, and then we'll watch that.
I mean, hell, I even told my friend, my close high school friends, because he's Mexican too. He's like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that episode too.
That looks like a bad Smosh parody. No, okay, so like I didn't know. I didn't actually look at it beforehand. I thought it was a series based around these people doing anime cosplays for an entire soap opera. It wasn't. What it was this is a series, a very beloved series from Spanish television called La Rosa de Guadalupe. Essentially, it is separate episodes focusing around one individual family.
It's like Darman, pretty much.
But I don't know if people know that, so I'm just going to kind of explain it. Especially what Rosa de Guadalupe is. Essentially, it focuses on, every episode is a new family that they focus on, with some troubles. Like, for instance, some kids, like, addicted to drug, some kids coming out as gay, whatever. And essentially, like, it's supposed to bring back the idea of faith in the family and trying to understand people.
They use religion.
Yeah, religion is very heavily sector focused around this series.
The Virgin Mary.
Yeah, so essentially the main focus is every time when something is about to change in the story, a depiction of the Virgin Mary is shown, and it's got like this little harmonic like sound effect, and essentially that's when like something changes in the story where like the character is gonna go through their understanding and
a rose,
yeah,
like a rose shows up.
Yeah, there's super heavy, like, supernatural means that's going on in the series, but that's what it is. Episodic series focusing on the idea of using religion, faith, and the Rosa basically helping the family overcome their differences or what have you. in that special case, I didn't notice it until he pointed out, but that's an actual episode where I guess the entire thing is like my daughter's obsessed with like anime and she has a dorky friend who looks like this. I want to understand why she's like this.
And then her friend gets bullied by it, and then her
Dude,
and her
I'm
friend
sorry.
gets
If you
bullied by
walk
it.
up into school looking like that, you deserve all the bullying that's ever going to come at you.
Yeah, but it is funny how they just like Travis all is like, oh no, they shouldn't be bullied for just dressing whoever the fuck they want, and it's okay for the mother to try to get in, it's just so she can relate to her fucking daughter.
I got to watch that. But anyways, so we got to finish this up. Anyways, continue with the article. While online education is becoming more common, the issue. Okay, no, I already read that. So, uh, by combining the flexibility that their own, by combining flexibility that only online can provide in immersive lessons with VTuber instructors, we are providing an environment where students can continue to learn. To celebrate the launch of several VTuber instructors will host a YouTube live stream starting February 19th to introduce themselves and explain their courses. Ooh, I gotta check that out. VTuber teachers aren't the only thing that's been blurry in the real world and digital video together. As of last year, VTuber agency launched a rental granny business to help young and elderly people. Wait, what? VTuber agency launches rental granny business to help young people. A Japanese VTuber agency has launched a virtual reality rental granny service, which allows customers to interact with a real-life grandma's age 75 and above. What the actual fuck right now is happening? Did you see this?
Yeah.
Wait, you knew about this?
No, I did not know about that.
Japan offers many headlines in extravagant rental service industries. Yeah, like fucking Rent a Girlfriend. Oh my god, such an amazing anime. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how the anime has so many people. How does that anime have
You know what?
popularity?
Follow the characters.
No, no, no! I'm denying that right now. I have watched that series already, the first season. It is awful. The characters suck. The main character is terrible. You should never, if you tell me you relate to the main character, I'm sorry, somewhere along your life, you have ruined it. You need to change quickly. Go to the gym, work out, fucking seek help, go to therapy. Do not become like that
I used
bitch.
to watch I used to watch Red to Girlfriend. I thought it was somewhat decent, but looking back,
Dude, no, the main character is so awful. Like
yeah,
he
and
breaks him and
not
his
only
girlfriend
that, but
break up. And literally, he's in woe is me. So he rents a girlfriend. Fine, he rents a girlfriend, and then like you find out that they kind of pseudo know each other through the means of their grandmas. And she is the one that chooses to say, "Hey, we're actually dating," which puts him in a predicament because they're actually not. He rented her for one day so he can try to get over his ex. She's like, well, now I'm involved because my grandma thinks we're dating, so you have to play along. But you still have to pay me for my service. And then, like, the entire series is just him constantly using his own tuition money to pay for her service, for him to hopefully one day, like, for them to fall in love. But, like, she has no interest in him. Like, sure, can you see a will they won't they scenario be happening with it? 100%. But overall, like, this girl is saying every time that he talks about, like, liking her, she's like, I'm only doing this because of the money. I'm doing this because of the money. I'm doing this because I have my future, I have my plans, and I want to use the money for that. That's why I'm doing this service. The guy never tries to move on. He never tries to actually look to another girl. He constantly is like with these specific girls who would be terrible in an actual relationship. He doesn't grow as a person. He stays stagnant as this pathetic individual.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's literally like the most red pill cope shit, dude.
It is. I know I don't like I don't like to use the word too often, cuck, because so many people fucking like have like demonstrably like ruined that word. But that dude is one step away from being actually cucked.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Honestly, the best way for me to describe Rent a Girlfriend is pretty much if Sneeko was an anime or
Oh my god.
Sneeko the anime.
Legitimately, his best one of his close.
There's literally no difference, almost no difference between the main character in Rent a Girlfriend and Sneeko. And I already told that to my friend. I'm like, yeah, it's like that because my close RO friend was like, because he was like mentioning like rent a girlfriend, because we were like at a manga, because we were at Barnes and Noble and like looking at the manga section. I'm like, oh man, too rent a girlfriend, too bad this anime is shit. I'm like, yeah.
It is. I don't know how that has so many
And
seasons,
then
and I
and
don't
then
know
and
how.
then and then I told him like, yeah, this rent a girlfriend is pretty much Sneeko the anime, or if Sneeko was an anime. And he was like,
But
yeah,
but like but like so
for
many
sure.
people got upset because the manga author like made it so this way she like denied him confessing his love to her, and people were like mad. It's like, how could she do that to him? How could she do that? Why would you write that? I'm like, from what I remember reading about it and looking at it, that's perfectly reasonable. Her character hasn't changed since like day one.
It's because it feels, yeah. I think the authors like try to self-insert
No,
into.
I don't think he's trying to self-insert. I think he's trying to work around the idea of breaking down the main character so he can start gaining some self-esteem and actually realize the fact that he can move forward without needing to do this service, without needing to do the things he has been doing. The problem is the manga and the anime have gone on for so long. All these lessons he should have started to notice right away, but he hasn't. It's my biggest problem with Rent a Girlfriend is the main character. His growth is important to integral to the story. He's going to learn how to start getting some self-esteem and have some self-respect. The problem is that the writing has stretched that out so long into the story that you're seeing him at his lowest constantly. And you see having these things happen to him
Yeah,
that are embarrassing, that are so self defeating, self flagellating, and just like unnecessary to his life that he kind of accepts and keeps doing. It's like he keeps walking into a race. It's literally that fucking Sideshow Bob joke. This is the Rent a Girlfriend character.
he's no different. He's pretty much no different than Sneeko. Man, Sneeko is so funny to shit on. Like literally.
This is him. This is him.
Yeah, I'd say personality wise, or I'd say you put that meme of The Office, you put a picture of Sneeko and the main character, and
It's literally this. He just keeps walking into rakes, and he's not learning to step away from them. He just keeps fucking doing it.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I despise Rent a Girlfriend. I don't understand its popularity at all. I can only surmise that
Yeah.
people just really, really want to root for the main character and see him like succeed. But like, it's so terrible. The fact that people are so willing to wait for this character. Yes, he's finally gonna get the W. I'm like, yeah, dude, I like an underdog story too. But like, when a character is like not willing to actually
But it's a
grow and
small
learn as a
W.
person,
But it's a small W.
it's the smallest W you can get. It's a
Yeah.
W. It's a W he should have gotten years ago, but refused to because of his own. He literally kept thinking with his dick. It's that South Park joke. Jimmy, you're thinking with your
He has
dick.
too horny.
But no,
It's basically like Sneeko. It's basically like Sneeko.
again, I don't know
I
much about
mentioned-
Sneeko enough to agree or disagree. I just know like the fight he had with Charlie, and I thought that was really really funny. But yeah, no. So, do you actually want to watch this very
It's
quickly?
because it's because Sneeko is like, it's so funny to shit on Sneeko because he's like.
Oh no, we're not watching this. That's an hour long. What do you think of these designs?
Awesome, dude. Fucking love it.
You-
I definitely would have wished those. I would have definitely wished that my Japanese teacher would have been like that if she was coaching me.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say which each of these girls are. I feel like, of course, the one with the book is gonna be teaching Japanese literature,
Yeah.
biology.
Yeah, they do have some things to indicate.
No, geology. My bad. Geology. She
think the
strikes me
one-
as a mathematics. I feel like
and
she's
on the-
mathematics.
On the far left is art.
I don't think
Which
that's one
one?
of the classes. What was it? It was English,
Far left.
physics,
Is that-
chemistry, classical Japanese, world history, Japanese history, and geography. I don't know. I already.
That's
I'm biased. I'm going to say this right now. I'm biased. I like the blue one the best.
Yeah.
Followed by the
I
red hair
can't
girl, but
really
only because she looks like one of the characters from an anime I like called the Quintessential Colette. The quintessential, I can't say, the quintessential
Quintuplets.
Colettes. Quintuplets.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I love that anime. That anime is, oh, okay, I love that anime. The movie was a bit, The fan base was really upset with the movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch that anime?
Yeah. No shit, I did. Come on, man.
Do
Come
you
on.
think he should have ended up with Yoshibo?
It's based on who's my favorite.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have my bias too, but like, do you think he should have ended up with Yoshibo?
Yoshibo.
The one with the ribbon.
My favorite.
The green ribbon. Here.
I don't know, dude. It's cause I like Miku and fucking Nino.
So Yoshibo is the one right here.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, so do you think he should end up with Yoshibo? Who do you think he should... no, I'm going to say right now, no, he should never have actually come near her. This chick did something so horrifically bad that I'm sorry, I could never forgive as a person. I get it, she had a slight mental breakdown, but no, what she did was awful. I could never love someone that did that. I'm being vague because I don't want to spoil it on anyone. Honestly, it's between both of these. Like Miku and fucking
It's because I like Nino and Miku a lot.
Same.
A lot.
I love Nino and Miku. They're my favorites. I think they had the best growth out of all five. Especially Nino. I think she had the best growth out of all of them. The problem was I can fully understand why the writer didn't want to give either of these girls the W in the end, which sucks because it was basically when I first saw the will they won't they kind of scenario happen in that anime, and I was trying to debate, okay, who's it gonna be? And I was like immediately no, and I looked at the other four, I'm like, he hasn't actually spent a lot of time with her, but she shares the most similarities to him, so I feel like it would be her. Then I looked at Yoshibo, I'm like, Yoshibo's had the most interactions with him, so maybe. And then I saw these two, I'm like, no, these two I feel like are definitely pegged to be one of the girls he ends up with, and I was just completely wrong. I was like, no way. Really? Neither of them? Yeah. So, anyways, going back to this. So, we're basically finished up there. I have one more topic to discuss with you tonight before we end off stream. And actually, I've got to go for X for this.
Yeah. Try to make it quick, by the way.
I will. So, have you heard about this anime? Do you like big girls, Brutal?
See it?
Do you like big girls?
No, I gotta see it.
It's on screen. Well, I had it on screen.
Oh, okay. No, I've never heard of it.
Okay, so but just judging it primarily on the cover art, like the cover for the anime. What is immediately your thought gonna go to?
I'd say it would be like the good kind of shit, like it's shit, but just for some reason you just like it.
So apparently this anime is like being heavily criticized right now for its announcement, and the reason being, if I can just go to the description for you. By the way, Chibidoki loves this anime, so that's gonna tell you a lot immediately.
Yeah.
So let me see. Oh, I'll go to Manga Dex. Okay, so.
I mean, she is.
No, hold on, go away. I need to find the description.
No, I'm saying that Shibidoki really is quite flat-chested, so that makes sense.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
You mentioned Shibidoki, right?
Yeah, but what do you mean by he's quite flat-chested?
Because flat-chested, you look at Shibidoki's model.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Chibi Reviews. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said.
I
I
did
thought you
say
were talking about.
that was my bad. There's 3 chibis, okay? I'm sorry. I fuck up sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
Damn it! No, I keep going to this one, thinking it's gonna be the wiki. Yeah, let's go there. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So this is the plot of the anime. Tell me what you think immediately. So, do you like big girls? Shota Tabichi is a depleted young man, discovers his older sister, Kona, has roped him into becoming the coach of his college women's volleyball team, which she is the member of. The hall director of their dormitory. Among her teammates includes Ayo Hasabe, a girl who has been a girl he has had a crush on for years. Once the team takes its liking to him, Shota has to deal with the situation. So just from that small description, what can you make about this anime?
So it's gonna be quite.
Apparently apparently the manga is,
Quite perverted.
it's not just perverted,
like,
but it's like it borders
unintentional
on the line of hentai. It's like right there on the line. It's as close as you could get to almost crossing it.
It reminds me of. It's like an.
Literally, one of the first comments from Pedro M. This manga is borderline hentai. How are they gonna animate this? Gonna be bigger mess than Ward's End harem adaptation. You guys think this is gonna have like 22 minutes or 11-minute episodes? Because I've noticed that there been at least one short form of ecchi anime each year. Like, look at the comment section. Everyone keeps talking about how the fact that, like, right here, bro, I remember reading this. They're bringing it back memories. Ain't going to say if it's good or bad memories. But no, like, this was literally talked about.
Be a straight up etchy harem.
No, it is super ecchi harem. Apparently, he scores every girl.
Yeah.
Like, this has been talked
funny.
about like this has been talked about like crazy online, because how many people are like, this is incredibly pervy, this is incredibly nudie, like this is incredibly ecchi, this
like,
borders on
Why
hentai.
the fuck are, why the fuck are people complaining about that since there's already been animes like that for years now? Come on.
Again, I think it's because, and I did a quick bit of digging before we did the stream. I can understand people's concern. That when people think hentai and when people think ecchi, right? I think lewd positions. I think maybe a little bit of cleavage shot.
Or,
Like,
or something.
Yeah. I don't. I think sometimes suggestive poses and stuff. There can be a bit more, maybe even a nipple slip.
Yeah.
This really does
Just
brutal.
It's more like fan service.
Brutal. This does border on that line of hentai.
Yeah.
This is this is. I have to imagine that they have cut so much content for this anime. Do you know when this anime also? Do you know when this manga came out too? Hold up. I just want to double check it because I don't always want to get my sources correct. No, that's the anime. That's the anime. I want the manga.
I know. It's funny how a lot of these like etchy series, like they always have like the most funniest like title names.
Let's see. That's tell me when the anime is being released. I want to know when the manga came out. Hold up, Manga Dex should have it. Let me check Manga Dex very quick. No, I don't want the actual chapter 1. I just need to know. Will this tell me? I literally saw this on my phone the other day. Why is it being so difficult now? Okay, here we go. Alright, so...
There's no Wikipedia article for that.
I tried looking at Wikipedia. Here it goes. Publicated back in... No, that's publication. Fucking A, dude. I think it was back in 2013. That's what I remember reading.
Not that long.
Yeah, it's an old manga.
Yeah.
But again, that's why I want to make sure. Yes, here it is. Vintage. 2014. February 2014. It ended in February 2022.
That's quite a decade long.
Yeah, this is a very old manga. It's over a decade old, and it's finally getting an anime adaptation. And apparently, this is one of the fucking raunchiest mangas that came out at that time period.
Yeah.
So you can see when people were like,
I'm surprised.
well, you can see why when people ask why, I like, yeah, I can kind of get that. Like, literally, the meme has just been, why are you doing this? Can't believe this being anime. I approve and support this. Please more.
I mean, can't forget about fucking interspecies reviewers.
Right, but that was the actual concept of interspecies reviewers is legitimately these guys going out and fucking fantasy creatures to review how good they were in the brothel. That's the premise. So when you tell me the premise is, when you come to me and you say, hey, the premise of my anime is I go and fuck bitches, I'm like, okay, cool. That's yeah, I can't get mad at that. When your premise is I become the coach of a volleyball team and basically then fuck bitches, that's kind of a bit different. Now again, I'm not saying I won't watch this. I'll probably watch it. I might even enjoy it. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's.
I would definitely watch it too, just so how much of a good chuckle I can get.
I need this. Like half the comment sections are either like, "Why is this happening?" versus "I want this to happen." And again, I just wanted something funny to end off tonight, and I felt like you would enjoy this. And again, this isn't the only one that announced this. Where is the other one? I had another one. Was that really it? Is that the only bookmark I had? Oh, okay, I could have sworn I had another one. Because there were several bookmarks of it that, like, oh my god, that's right. Speaking of, like, wrong. Redo of a Healer author revealed that anime had higher than average female viewership. I looked that up. Apparently it was, like, 60 to, like, 40 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm sorry, women love fucked up shit. Women, people say guys are like really, really gooner brained. Yes, you're correct. When it comes to horniness, I would say on average, a guy is always more horny than a woman. However, when it comes to freakiness and kinks, women are always going to beat men hands down. Every time.
So, are they like more submissive? Or is
no, it's not about being submissive. It's that they're more into the wild fantasization of certain scenarios. Like a guy's fantasy, right? Yeah. Being a guy, your fantasy is always going to be like, let's say like,
yeah.
You go to the bank, girl, the hot, like, accountant is like, you have no money in your bank, but I know a way to fix that. And then you fucking her off or something like that, right? Girl fantasy. I'm going to tie you up, beat you with this whip, and then proceed to violate you endlessly. And the girl's like, yes. That's what I mean. Like the girl. Again, yeah. Girls' fantasies are hands down always more freakier than anything a guy can come up with, unless the guy's a really, really big freak. And in our day and age, that might be true. But still, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can totally see why girls would be into the idea of redo of a healer as more titillizing than that of a guy. Because I won't lie, some of the things that happened in this anime really cringed me out.
Yeah, dude, I don't remember how insane it was. Watching the first few episodes.
I remember everyone was like saying like this is the worst thing that's ever happened. And I watched them like this is just shitty writing. Like but you don't even get to see like anything really, really super perverted. The most you'll see is maybe some tits.
Yeah, well, I mean, she is like the main character is definitely like beating the shit out of.
Oh, 100%. The actual scenario is insane. Like, legitimately, he's a healer who's getting fucking, like, absolutely whipped, beaten, and, like, maimed by the princess because she's a psychotic bitch. And then you have a perverted freak of a warrior who rapes him. And then you have the princess's warrior who loves her but hates the fact that she gives all her attention to him. So she begins to beat him too. Like, it is literally holy shit. Everything in this world is out to beat you and kill you. You must do
Like
something
so
about
much
this.
shit, like so much shit is going on, and
No,
I don't really
literally,
like watching
the anime
this.
has no chill. It's everything is dialed up to 100 immediately. There is no moment where you like, wow, this character seems pretty normal, and then you find out that that character has like 20,000 like skinned animal carcasses hanging in the rooftops while they bathe in its blood. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like every character is dialed up
I
to
remember,
11.
I remember I had a friend telling me like, "Oh, don't watch the first episode. Oh, fuck, it traumatized me and this and that." Like, yeah, I can definitely see it why it traumatized him.
I wouldn't say traumatized. I think that's a bit ridiculous, but I can understand why it turns some people off. Like again, I watched the first few episodes. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna continue this anime because it literally is just smut at this point.
I mean, I definitely watched it because I'm quite into like the more extreme. I mean, I watch a lot of like splatter flicks from the
But
80s, so
again,
it's
you
like,
know me. I've already told you like I need a story to be comprehensive and consistent enough for me to
yeah,
engage in
yeah. I'd
like
say
I
it's
love
like the
Berserk.
story's not.
I love.
But I'd
I think
say the
Berserk is
story.
one of the best written like actual series out there, and that's filled to the
Yeah,
brim with gore and fucked up and dark humor. But
yeah,
Berserk's world is very creative. It's structured well. The characters are well realized and
yeah,
designed. And again, I love everything about it. I can literally forgive the gore because that's part of the series. That's what it wants to be. And Redo of a Healer, there is not a single fucking character in this anime
yeah,
that could be deemed a
yeah.
redeemable or good person.
I feel like it's because I know damn well that the story is like not its main intent. It's the fucking what happens to the fucking characters.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the healing ability is fucking crack broken in this series. It is amazing. I hate series that says like I have one ability, but this one ability allows me to do what the fuck I want with it.
But honestly, I definitely say it's a guilty pleasure of mine, just because of how.
Oh my god. Bad brutal. Rolled up newspaper. Bad, bad. But I think we're gonna end it off there. It has been so much fun. I can't wait to do this again. This is great, Bruto. It's been great to talk to you guys. It's been great you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for the comments, especially thank you guys for the likes and the viewerships. We really appreciate it, and we enjoy you guys' company. Hopefully next time we can talk about some more stuff, and I'll try to get some extra stuff handy on the side. But anyways, I'm gonna sign off there. Bruto, is there any last word, wise wisdom you wish to give the audience?
Say, rock on, man, rock on.
Rock on indeed. And for me, everyone, as I always like to say, no matter where you're in the ward, no matter what time it is for you in the ward, have a good morning, a great afternoon, a beautiful evening, and a blessed night. Stay safe, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.
Let me fart.